Now, let's see if that sustainability unicorn is ready. From the UAE to the world, innovation meets impact. The Hub71 and ADIO Pitching session. These startups really represent the cutting edge of innovation and sustainability. So let's explore their solutions and ideas right now. The first one is Green Future Project. Green Future Project is a subscription service for the planet. They develop an easy to use platform where businesses and individuals can take action and action to support the best climate projects globally. Please welcome Zain Taraoune, the co-founder and chief growth officer. Welcome.
As we've seen on stage and at the turn of COP28 today, we see that businesses, governments, and institutions all are pledging to reach net zero. But how do they get there? It's a very important question, and the scientific community has proved that in order to meet net zero goals, businesses need to adopt a twofold approach. On the one hand, they need to reduce their emissions internally, and on the other hand, they need to offset the remaining emissions through carbon removal. Green Future Project is the first turnkey SaaS solution for net zero tools. We provide an end-to-end software to help businesses measure, reduce, offset their carbon emissions in real time. How do we know it works? Well, we've worked with over 100 businesses worldwide. And in the past 1 year in the UAE, we have managed to work with companies such as ADNOC, Sharjah Sustainable City, Aldar, and Gulf Capital. Our software is divided into 3 modules. The first one is focused on carbon accounting, optimizing scope 1, 2, and 3 entries in line with international standards, allowing businesses to calculate and report under ISO and CSRD, which are frameworks that helps businesses report to the E in ESG. The second piece is utility management, helping businesses monitor and optimize their energy and water usage by connecting an API and helping them track their energy through an AI-powered actionable savings. Last but not least is our carbon offsets and climate action. We've divided 3 solutions that are completely adaptable to any business model, whether it's high-quality carbon offsets, an e-commerce API, or a climate-positive subscription for workforces. GFP has created a suite of solutions that is adaptable to any business model. What makes us unique is that we have a transparent tool that allows businesses to track, communicate, and engage their community and their stakeholders. Whether it's projecting and mirroring their impact to their public websites, or monitoring projects through satellite imagery and remote technology that has been approved by ESA, which is European Space Agency. We are growing rapidly and we're scaling, and our plan is to continue growing and replicating this model worldwide. Our approach is to form strategic partnerships, allowing us to expand to different markets, for example, as we have in Japan through forming a partnership with the Itochu Group that is handling the Japanese market. We're a global team with global offices worldwide, scientifically backed by the best scientists coming from Oxford University that have approved our carbon accounting tool. We're raising 2.1 million euros in the next 6 months, and we'd love you to join us in this journey. We'd also be in COP for the next 2 weeks in the Green Zone. Follow us on social media to find us and speak to us, and we'd love to have you join us on this journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Zain. And the next pitch will be ArchiReef. ArchiReef offers climate solutions with eco-engineering approaches for ocean ecosystems restoration. They combine their expertise in marine biology and the latest technologies in 3D printing techniques and material science to create artificial artificial habitats that are best suited for the threatened marine life. And here is the Director of Operations, Lamis Zerouki. Welcome.
Thank you. Coral reefs are dying fast. In fact, since the 50s, we lost half of the coral covers. And if we don't act now, by the end of the century, we will lose all our corals. This is important because 1.2 billion people depend on coral for food. They protect our coast and generate more than 30 billion a year in ecotourism. Make no mistake, people have been trying for the few last decades to solve this problem. But traditional methods are not designed for coral. They leach toxicity and they require heavy lifting for deployment. Introducing ArchiReef, we invented the world's first 3D printed reef tile. Our reefs are designed for coral. They are eco-friendly and easy to deploy. And this is how it works. The legs provide stability. The base layer preventing from sinking too deep into loose sediment. And the biomimicry layer is designed after a coral named Pratogyra, which is great at dealing with sedimentation stress. Once produced, divers can simply place them on the seabed. One diver can cover about 40 square meters per day. The results are encouraging. We deliver 95% survivorship after 3 years, which is 4 times higher than traditional method. And with that, we enhance marine local biodiversity. In comparison to our competitors, we deliver higher survivorship, we are more eco-friendly and more scalable. We sell to large corporations on the basis of a development size. They pay us a setup fees and then they subscribe to our Reef as a service platform for at least 3 years. During this period, we provide them with quarterly monitoring that they can then use for their ESG reporting and compliance. With this, our revenue have significantly grown. While we did for 140K in 2021, we generated already 2.7 million US dollar this year. We work with some of the largest companies across Abu Dhabi and Hong Kong, and we receive recognition from some of the leading institutions across the world. With this, we established here in Abu Dhabi an eco-engineering facility where we provide restoration to the world. Our founders are a mix of science and commerce. While Dave and Rico are the scientific foundation, Dave has funded many startups and scaled them into multi-million revenues. I'm Lamis, I'm the Director of Operation in ArchiReef, and as a geology-based training, environment preservation have always been a driving force for me. We secured investment from investors like ADIO and Purpose Venture Capital, and today we only ask for partnership with cooperation. Thank you for your time, and please connect with us through our LinkedIn. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Lamis. Next up, we have Sustainable Planet. Sustainable Planet is an agri-tech company that is utilizing sustainable technology to combat food insecurity and climate change. They're particularly focused on the farming of water lentils with high protein content and also the processing these to various products of high protein concentration. Please welcome Susan Payne, the co-founder and COO. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Susan Payne, and Sustainable Planet focuses on 3 critical global issues. One of them is food security, one of them is agricultural regeneration, and the third is climate mitigation. We have a problem increasing protein globally because our requirements are going up considerably and will continue to over the next 20 years. But how do we do this sustainably when we lack arable land without deforestation and we face a number of issues, including saline impaction, water and food scarcity, soil degradation, and drought? What Sustainable Planet does is that we can increase global food and economic systems for everyone. And how we do that is that we can grow nutritional plant protein on flat, salt flats, desert lands, any non-arable land we can grow on. And we can create food for both human and animal consumptions. It's an impactful and sustainable superfood. It grows 365 days a year. It doubles in biomass every 48 hours. It's scalable and easy to transport. And we can create jobs and food for thousands of farmers. It also reduces CO2 emissions, so we can create carbon credits as an adjunct to the company. And finally, other applications are being investigated now, including medicinal. In terms of sustainability and biodiversity, and in a direct competition, actually, with soya, water lentils win on every level. There's no deforestation. The water use is significantly less. The scale, we produce 10 times to 15 times more protein than soya per hectare. The nutritional value is not just about protein. The social impact is enormous. There's no carbon footprint, no chemicals and minimal fertilizers are used. And finally, we can price match soya. So in terms of better nutrition, we can put this into all sorts of superfoods, or all sorts of foods. And they go from protein pasta that we're developing with Buehler, protein bars, which we actually showcased at Gull Foods, protein shakes, etc. And we're developing strategic relationships with ingredient providers now. The business model and IP start with cultivating the plant itself, extracting the protein, and then creating products or carbon credits off the back of that protein extraction. We work with the best agricultural universities in the world, including University of Wageningen in Holland, and we have an exclusive global license, the IP, to create a colorless, odorless, high-protein isolate. We work with smallholder farmers, and in so doing, we can provide them with above-average wages of between 3 and 5 times what they normally would earn. We also train them and can provide better nutrition for them as a result, and diversification in their crops. And as I mentioned, the company addresses all 17 SDGs, which is highly unusual. The management and advisory team is global and very robust across all aspects. From agriculture, execution is critical, also finance and tech. We have a number of awards and milestones in 2023, starting with the Fortune 500 listing, but we've won 3 major awards, one being a United Nations Food Innovation Award and the African Startup Award, and also won the Food Tech Challenge here in the UAE in January. We were actually nominated for the Earthshot Prize last year when our revenues were lower. We've just been nominated again yesterday. We're investment ready and we're seeking $5 to $20 million to expand the company. The returns on this investment are extremely robust at 50% IRR, and the model we plan to franchise and replicate. We've trialed it in 8 countries in 4 regions, from Thailand to India, Oman, UAE, and also Mozambique, and our flagship is in Mozambique currently. The market is expected to grow over 500% over the next 7 years. We focus on healing lands, agricultural regeneration, and creating healthier lives. And we can create protein, the only protein in the world, without any carbon footprint. We hope to speak to some of you today, and we'll be at COP, where I'm actually speaking on behalf of the United Nations and also Microsoft when there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Susan, for this pitch. Now we come to Akwai. They are a hardware-enabled software service company. They're merging biomimicry with water risk management. They're delivering data from waterways using 3D printed bio-like fish drones, and these have data that will be accessible in the web, of course, for a subscription fee, and the fish-like autonomous underwater vehicle can be leased. Please welcome the co-founder and CEO, Liana Thompson. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on the Sustainability Day and supporting environmental technologies. I'm Liana Thompson, and I'm the founder and the CEO of Akwai. Let's talk about a problem we're all very familiar with. And in fact, this issue of water scarcity is plaguing the entire planet. Here in the UAE, we're anticipated to lose $27 billion as a result of water scarcity by 2050. And in fact, that has brought about a Water Security Strategy Act and integrated water management planning. That's where Akwai comes in. So we geolocate water issues, risk issues within waterways. And by doing that, we use biomimetic robotic fish-like platforms that carry a payload of cameras and sensors, up to 16 plug-and-play sensors. And our fish drones, they swim and maneuver, and they go autonomously. They stay in the water up to about a year, and they're harnessing the data, which is delivered onto a web dashboard. So in short, we're the most affordable, easy to access, reliable, high quality data out there. Our value proposition is that we're also lightweight, we're also recyclable, and we're also delivering, as I mentioned, the data onto the dashboard, which is very easy to access, whether it's on your phone or on your computer through the cloud. The use cases vary. At the end of the day, we are an autonomous underwater vehicle. So that means if we're in these waterways here, in ports, canals, corals, even ship hulls, we're applicable in all of those use cases for environmental and visual monitoring. I should point out that we have 3 cameras on board, including the side scanner. The markets, I'm sure you're familiar with if you're here. The blue economy is growing, as is the water management market, exponentially because of water scarcity. And I want to bring your attention actually to the precision aquaculture market. Aquaculture is a $280 billion market. Precision aquaculture, the digitization of aquaculture, is also growing exponentially because we have to feed a growing planet, and this is the lowest carbon footprint with which to feed the planet. And our founding partners are Kvari. Kvari actually supplies Whole Foods with sustainable salmon. They do not use fish to farm their salmon. They use insect and seaweed. Our units swam in those waters in the Arctic Circle for up to 10 months, delivering data. Our competition focuses mostly on defense and oil and gas, and a lot of the tools out there were built for those deep pockets. But Akwai was focusing on blue economy stakeholders, and that's why our price point is 1/3 the cost of our closest competitor. And we also are reliable on the surface, in medium, and in shallow waters. International team from all over the world, what I like to call a group of Mad Hatters. Our strategic network is vast. We're 10 years doing this. We are part of Hub71, so shout out for them that we're actually here today, and they're providing us a soft landing as we now have Akwai MENA, as we're adding to Akwai Norway and Akwai US. These are our achievements. I am here today looking for partners that can actually help us with this soft landing as we scale and build our facility of assembly. And we have orders already worth 1.5 million and a solid pipeline. And we're looking for partners to grow. And with that, I just want to thank you for your time. And come and find me. We have a booth over there, and I'll be at COP as well. And again, thank you for doing your work to protect the environment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Liana Thompson. Next up, we have Moment. Moment enables accessible funding on trading of solar voltaic investments with a built-in wallet. They specialize in putting real assets and legal contracts on the blockchain, and this mechanism allows individuals to support renewable energy adoption while earning a forecasted income. And here is the founder and CEO, Aaron Posthumus. Welcome.
Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, everybody. It's good to be here. It's great to be here, in fact. Yes, my name is Aaron, and I'm the founder and CEO of Moment. So I'm going to take about 3 minutes of your guys' time today to explain what it is and how it works and why it's changing the world. So let's start off with the size of the opportunity. And really, I think when you live in a first world economy like this beautiful city that we're in now, sometimes it's easy to forget that much of the world is struggling without any power. How can we support any technology companies in the world if we don't have electricity? No innovations are possible without energy. So in South Africa alone, which is where I'm from, you can probably hear the funny accent, there's a $28 billion opportunity for privatized mini energy grids, right? Decentralized energy grids are the new thing that people need to be talking about for a sustainable world. There's a huge demand for these private energy grids, and this is really an opportunity for us as people to actually own energy grids. Before this, the only people who could run and manage energy grids are governments, right? Beyond that, in Africa, there's a $140 billion opportunity, and globally, it's about a $1.5 trillion opportunity, right? Now, the way that it works is actually quite simple. So you as an investor can purchase a piece of a solar installation, right? These are commercial grade, fully sized, managed and insured grids. Now, those directly power underlying businesses like schools, farms, hospitals, and businesses that really, really require these powers directly on their roofs, right? The income from them paying their normal electricity bills gets distributed back to the investors through secure contracts on the blockchain. You get about a 12% target yield per annum, so that's better than any bank account that you could just get on an interest or a savings. It's a 20-year contract. So, I mean, people have long said property is a great investment, right? Because everyone needs a home. Well, everyone needs energy, and you're not looking for a 2-year lease contract. You're getting a 20-year lease contract. After that term, the off-taker, so the school or the hospital, they'll either buy the assets outright from you, so you still get a kicker there at the end, or they'll renew the contract and you carry on getting your revenues. Now, what's really revolutionary about what we've done from a legal perspective is in our home country, South Africa, our customers actually get a 125% tax incentive. That means if they invest $100, they get $125 off of their taxable income. So it's a no-brainer for them to purchase this right now. And I think that's a good precedent for what we can do in the global market. We're trusted by revenue services for the product that we've created. Now, talking about that product, this is a Web3 first that you actually get a tax credit for purchasing a digital asset. But the first question on your mind might be, why use blockchain at all? The reason why we use blockchain is because it takes us 30 seconds versus 5 days to do the revenue distributions globally. It also costs us under $3 to split those payments to thousands of investors in one go instead of thousands of dollars, right, which normal global remittance fees would cost. I think just a little bit of clarity on who is actually renting the assets. Like I said, they're farms, factories, body corporates. They're incentivized because it's zero upfront, it's climate friendly, they get energy resilience, and oftentimes they can pass this cost on to their tenants. The investors, you guys in the audience, it's a $28 billion market. You can get some tax credits if you're in certain markets, 20-year stable return, and you can easily transfer them. I didn't even get onto the secondary market because you can sell these assets. I'm being told I'm out of time, so just to let you guys know, we're on a really strong trajectory upward from here. We are raising a funding round, 25% closed, and yeah, we've got a really slick platform. I got to run, guys. Thank you so much for lending me your ears. See you guys soon.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Great pitch and great energy as always. Next up, we have Carbon Cipher. Carbon Cipher is a UAE-founded climate tech startup. It's an AI-enabled platform that allows businesses to reduce, measure, and remove their carbon footprint and start on their net zero journey. Exactly what we need. And here's the co-founder and CEO, Onur Elgun. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Onur. I moved to UAE 15 years ago, worked in Boston Consulting Group for about 10 years, and most recently at Talabat before I founded Carbon Cipher. So we are based in Hub71, a UAE-founded company, and we are a proud climate tech partner of Emirates Nature, WWF. So what we do today in Global South, businesses do struggle to take tangible climate action. Why? Simple. Lack of capabilities. No one knows where to start. Unknown ROI. What's the impact you're going to achieve? What's the ROI am I going to get out of sustainability? Big problem. This is when we come in. Our climate tech platform democratizes access to tangible climate action for businesses, in particular for SMEs. So how it works, how the magic happens. The first step, we remove all the friction to start net zero journey by just letting businesses dump their data. You have an invoice, dump it. You have an Excel sheet, more than welcome. No one likes templates. Integrations take time, which we can still do. Then, next step, our AI-enabled emission calculation engine gets the data, reads it, cleans it, and then maps it to our proprietary emission calculation data warehouse, which we have more than 54,000 data points, many of which are local factors. From there, we move into the baseline emissions for a business. Voila, you have your baseline calculation for your business. So you know that you can improve because you can only improve what you measure. That's where we start. And at the end of the day, you have a beautiful dashboard where you see all the way down to your suppliers who are contributing the most to your carbon footprint, all the way down to the item level. Then we convert it into a report in a form that's aligned with the international standards. Simple business model, we charge mainly subscription fee. We also make money on the API calls and the carbon credits we supply. Huge market, fast growing. These numbers you see here changes every month. There is no UAE-based competitor yet, but I expect to come many more, but global competition is growing. So, if you are in Dubai, just put eco-friendly drive on Kareem. We are live with Kareem. We help them to remove their carbon footprint. We signed a major fintech agreement with MasterCard, more to follow soon. We are also onboarding Emirates Driving Company. And we have many more clients like Aldar, Talabat, and many more. Last words, this is the team, a combination of people who worked in Talabat, Kareem, Amazon, and Boston Consulting team. Last words, we will scale up our businesses mainly into hotels, hospitality, restaurants next year. That's why we are starting our fundraising journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Onur. Thank you. Now we come to the next pitch, Hero Go. You already heard earlier about Hero Go. Hero Go is MENA's first food tech platform that reduces food costs and fights food loss and waste. They work with local farmers and food importers to reclaim close to expiring or excess produce. And then they sell it up to 50% discount to consumers and businesses, diverting food from the landfills. And here's the founder, Daniel Solomon. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Did you know that 30% of every food that gets grown gets wasted before reaching the consumers? This costs the MENA region $6 billion annually, making food and living costs the #1 on the Global Risk Index. We exist to solve the $6 billion problem and the food loss problem for the MENA region. Hi, I'm Daniel from HeroGo. At HeroGo, we believe that the global 45% of every food that gets wasted shouldn't be lost. Think water, carbon, and inequality. We work with local farmers and importers to rescue surplus, wonky products at up to 50% discount and bring them directly to customers and businesses to reduce their bill by up to 30%. We provide businesses with analytics dashboard to track their impact and their environmental savings. We currently monetize on a subscription model here in the UAE. In less than 18 months, we've done $1 million in annual recurring revenue and a cost of acquisition of $10. And this is a profitable business model. Beyond the financials, in the first year, we've reclaimed over 148 carbon from being emitted. and about 98 million liters of water from being wasted. And we're committed in providing 50 meals to people who are in low-income communities. Where it gets really interesting is in the B2B model with top brands who are using our platform and getting their produce delivered to them weekly. Unlike the online platform that all competes for quality and contribute to the food loss and the waste problem, or deliver in minutes and contribute to the MENA emission problem, or international providers who do not have platform or knowledge that is fit for the MENA region. Irogo is the first platform that is designed for the MENA region to eliminate food loss and food waste backed by technology. We're the right team for the job. We've worked with each other for years in my previous startup. We leverage on technology, F&B, and operation experience, with top industry expert providing us the growth guide that we need. To match demand, we're currently raising $1.5 million with 300,000 already committed from previous investors. And we bringing you to join us on the journey. So don't take our word for it. There are thousands of users who are using the platform, and they're great ambassadors. So come join us in driving value from food that is being wasted, promote food security for the MENA region, and drive in affordability that normally and close the gap and bring more food to more people. Thank you.
Hero go. Next up, we have iFarm. iFarm creates innovative agriculture technologies to facilitate automated vertical farming around the entire world. The advanced hardware solutions combine their proprietary software platform that enables edible plants to be grown virtually everywhere. And here's the co-founder, Max Shizov. Welcome.
Hey everyone, I'm Max, the founder of iFarm. Just imagine that delicious veggies will be available to you all year round, wherever you are. It's not the magic, it's iFarm, indoor farming solution provider. The main difference between greenhouse and indoor farm that our clients allow to grow a wide variety of crops all year round with the same cost, same price, without any pesticide. We have technology for growing leafy greens, for growing veggies, and also for growing berries. And the main things, it's software that control all the technical and business data. Our clients pay one time for the hardware and design, and subscription for the software and for consumables. 2 years ago, we focused on Europe market and start a farm in Switzerland and Germany and France. From the last year, we focused on MENA region, and we already built and started to operate a farm in Saudi, in Riyadh, and one farm in Dubai. Our next step is Asia market. We already start building a farm in Indonesia and one farm in Mexico. Our main difference is that we focus on profitability of the clients' farms, and we also focus on wide variety of crops for our clients. Last year, we closed with 5 million total revenue, and for the 6th year, we already raised more than 15 million total. Our main goal is to raise 5 million next year. So, our headquarters based in Abu Dhabi. More than 15 investors already believe in iFarm. Our main focus is to feed the whole planet. Come grow with us. Thanks.
Thank you, Max. And we are coming to the final pitch for this session. Producers Market. Producers Market is a producer member value chain ecosystem and a software layer connecting the data and stakeholders across value chains to bring new forms of transparency, traceability, and efficiency. Please welcome with me the Chief Development Officer, Max Cooper.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having us here today. Max from Producers Trust, and we're redefining supply chains with a trust-centric approach. Agriculture supply chains are opaque, leading to lack of trust between farmers all the way through to consumers. This leads to inefficient practices and lack of cost reduction. Producers Trust is the transformative solution for these problems. We integrate partnerships and M&A to do a data-driven, vertically integrated solution. We drive ecosystem alignment with these partnerships to guarantee transparency, trust, and integrity in supply chains. We all know that there's many climate challenges facing our world, as well as inefficiencies within our supply chains and insecurities across agriculture. The market for this is huge. There's 500+ million farmers in our addressable market, $1 trillion in annual transactions, and the potential for $10 billion in data SaaS licensing to corporations. We have 5,000 producer organizations in our network representing 4 million farmers, partnerships with over 30 organizations, including UNDP, Accenture, and others, a strong pipeline of corporate deals for end-to-end supply chain transparency, including 200 clients in over 30 countries, including Carrefour, Aldi, and others. We just acquired a leading European organic fair trade pioneer, and we also manage a pipeline of other M&A targets for technology, trading, and agroforestry. We have a current ARR of $30 million and of $60 million, sorry, and we'll reach $100 million, or on track to reach $100 million in 2024. Our team is full of talented individuals from blue chip companies, further strengthened by our group of advisors. This group brings a blend of strength and sustainability in these projects. We've raised $14 million to date and are on track to support farmers globally in creating a brighter, more resilient future for global agriculture. Thank you.